Alright, two things before I get started here. First thing, this Silver Surfer just spawned in at 30% health. I definitely didn't go in with Hercules and not solo. That did not happen. He just kind of spawned here at this health. So yeah, just had to make that clear. This is just, I don't know how that happened, but yeah, it just happened. And second thing, in the last episode of Adventures of Aria, I pulled a 7-star SHATHRA from the Titan Crystal. Now that is obviously massive, right? Like that is an absolutely huge pull. She is the newest champion in the featured crystal, and she seems to have a lot of potential, and she's also the Summoner's Choice champion, which is insane, right? So yeah, that is one of the best pulls possible in the crystal. You could argue it is the best pull of like the new 6 characters, right? Like next to Enchantress. So now we have a new journey, and that journey is to make SHATHRA our first rank 3 7-star on this account, because I have the tier 4 alpha from it because of the Battlegrounds Realm event. So that is like absolutely massive, right? But here's the thing, I am missing like 2 tier 5, not tier 5, tier 6 class catalysts of the mystic variety, obviously, to take her up. I just need that, and then she goes to rank 3. That was in my head, like that was the thought process. Just like get these tier 6, then take up SHATHRA, first rank 3, easy as that. So yeah, we just gotta hope for some mystic here, and that's why I'm like opening these crystals one by one, because when it's like high stake tier 6 crystals, I like to open it one by one and just hope for the best. And you know, these crystals are a 1 in 6 chance. They're not guaranteed anything. You could literally go like 20 crystals with no mystic catalyst, but that shouldn't be me. I hope it's not me. It could be me. It shouldn't. I don't want it to be, but it could be, right? But I want to just pull the tier 6 mystic early, because I don't feel like I'm ready for 9.1 yet. It's just such a slog with 6-star characters, because they are obviously pushing us towards 7-star champions. I feel like it is a way to kind of nerf Hercules a little bit by just like making everything 7-star themed, so Hercules can't really benefit too much from like the nodes or anything. But here's the fun part about Hercules. He's still Hercules, man. Like here I get hit, I'm in my immortality now. Let's see if I can squeak this one out. From him being at like 98% health and me being at 1%, I even fumbled the SP1. I am playing terribly in this matchup. But hey, maybe I can still do something here, right? Maybe I can like chip in like what, half his health? That'd be pretty good. So let's see if I can even do anything in this fight. And yeah, it's going pretty well so far because of the Cosmic Fracture node, so like that's something. Here I go for the intercept, very risky intercept. He goes for the parry, I get the parry down, I drop the SP1 again, and yeah, by the way, he was at like what, 98% health, and we finished the fight somehow. And stuff like this makes you realize why this champion is being targeted, because like that was obviously insane. Like not many champions in the, actually I don't think any champion in this game can do that, because once they get to that 1% threshold, they're just gone. But Hercules, he was still alive. So yeah, that was unreal. And now it's time for some more tier 6 crystals. So we got like 1 mystic so far. That's not bad. I'll take it. Like I should expect, or no, I should be happy with 1 mystic pull like from these 5 crystals, right? Like that's the target, that's the goal, and that's still making pretty good progress with like getting the 5 mystic catalysts. So of course that happens. Of course we get sandwiched between the 1 class that we want. I feel like this reel just knows what we want, man. It's brutal. And then I pop all 5 out of anger, and then I don't get a single mystic. So yeah, fantastic. Let's see the count right now. We're almost at 4, so like we're making good progress. But let's see what we can do with this next boss here. This is an Overseer boss, and I prepped for this boss because I used Aegon on the path. So this should be a pretty straightforward, pretty easy fight. And yeah, some Aegon action in 2024, how crazy is that? So Aegon is a pretty interesting one because I took him up for Necropolis, and after I did that, I decided that I'm not going to do Necropolis on this account. I'm going to try to get Valiant with like every other method. So yeah, I don't know, Necropolis, it's so boring, man. It's just not fun. Okay, it was like fun the first time because it was brand new, and like that was a brand new experience for me. But doing it again, I don't think I want to do that right now. Maybe I'll do it during December where like I do a lot of live streams, because that's like I'm thinking of doing that in December. I'm not too sure yet. I remember back last year I did daily stream in December, and I had a pretty good run there, so I might do it again. I don't know. I might even start it sooner, because why not? But yeah, Necropolis, it's just not like a thing I want to do by myself, pretty much, if that makes sense. Like, I don't want to do it just sitting at home. I want to do it like live, obviously, so I just have to get rid of my fear of live streaming, which I don't know how I got that fear given that I've done it for so long already. But yeah, this fight's going very, very well. Aegon is just a monster once he's ramped up. Here we go for the intercept, drop the SP2, and with Foresight, this is insane. And like, this was no heavy attack trick either. Like, this was just Aegon and that one Foresight node, and he crushed this fight really, really well. And like, Hercules and Aegon, I feel like they're both in the same spot, kind of, where it's just like impossible to stop them. Like, I don't really feel like they tried to stop Aegon with Necropolis, but they were obviously like wanting people to use other options, but Aegon was still just like the easiest option. And I feel like Hercules and Aegon, like, for that reason of just being the easiest option usually, I think that's why they're so cool. First of all, they're actively being targeted by the company that made them, and that just shows like how cool you are and just how successful you were. So yeah, Hercules and Aegon, man, they're the coolest characters in this game, kind of. Especially Aegon, man. Like, Aegon's art, Aegon's like design and everything, it's top tier. He even had like a whole backstory made for him. Like, that man is obviously, he was Kabam's favorite for a while, and now that like the sun is set, mainly because he is from 2018, it does make sense that like they do want to move on to other characters to prioritize. But, like, probably that Isophene character will have a ton of use and like a ton of I guess like, you know, marketing and stuff, because it's the new Kabam original, and like, you know, design wise and like power level wise, it seems she seems to be on Aegon's level. So yeah, that might be the next Aegon, who knows. But yeah, this is going pretty well so far. I got one Mystic into another Mystic, so there we go, man. That is absolutely massive. Yeah, back to back is insane. If we can get 3 in a row, that is like unheard of luck, and that would just save me from doing any more 9.1 when I feel like I'm not ready for it. So let's see, next crystal is going to be 3 in a row. That is insane. That is absolutely unreal. So yeah, I'll take that, man. I'll take 3 in a row. That is massive towards, you know, getting SHATHRA to rank 3. So if I get one more Mystic pool, we get SHATHRA to rank 3 right now. So that was the game plan. Just get her to rank 3, and we are chilling. We are good. So let's just beat this Lady Deathstrike boss. Nothing too crazy here. Hercules is not the best Deathstrike counter, but then again, Deathstrike counters don't really exist because she is very, very easy. So yeah, if we fumble this, that's just completely on me. I got a full health Hercules, and full health Hercules is one of the most, he is the most unstoppable champion in this game, right? Especially like in questing, this is his zone. And what do? I just, you know, I say I have a full health Herc, and then I lose like, what, a quarter of my health, just like that. Okay, it is what it is. And yeah, I don't know how I'm messing up this fight of all fights, man. That is unreal. That is actually unreal. So here she goes for the SP2, I hope. There we go. And yeah, now we should be in a good spot for the SP2 ourselves. And the damage output is, what do you know, pretty dang good. 39,000 crit, like 50,000 on the extra burst damage there. And she is starting to melt a bit. So yeah, just got to get more crits going, and once we get those crits, we should be fine. And here we go back in, go for the SP1. Then I realize, yeah, maybe I can't do that because of the unstoppable. Then I was like, okay, let me just get rid of the ferocity. But then I realized because of the node, you can't really do that. So I'm just like, okay, maybe I just tough it out. Maybe I just like go for the gamble that the unstoppable doesn't trigger, but it does have a very high chance to trigger. So it's like let's just see what happens. And of course it triggers, so that's just fantastic. There we get hit again. We are now immortal, and I somehow fumbled a full health Hercules fight. That is unreal. That is crazy work from me. But we get the fight done anyway, so it is what it is, but still pretty crazy stuff. And there we go. This should be the final fight of this video. We should be chilling after this. That's the hope, right? I hope that we are just done with 9.1 because I want to save it for later. I don't want to do it right now. That was in my head. I just do not want to do it right now. So let's just make this easy. Let's just get this Mystic Catalyst and let's rank 3 SHATHRA, man. Let's do it. I'm pumped. I was so hopeful right now because I have everything needed. Just one mystic pull from this crystal, and that is rank 3 SHATHRA confirmed. So let's just get it here. First crystal, no mystic in sight because of course there's no mystic in sight, and yeah, nothing there. Okay. This is okay. This is perfectly fine, right? Because I'm going to get the catalyst. I'm going to get it right now. That was my thought process. And just the next crystal. It's okay. And yeah, this crystal's gonna stop, and it's gonna stop on, well, what do you know, Mystic. I thought I pulled it on the third one, so that's why I said it right now. But no, I did get it right here actually, which is perfect. And there we go. That should be enough after just yeah, there we go. We formed it. So now it's time to rank up SHATHRA to rank 3, and I was so hyped. And just to make sure, I got the catalyst ready, I have the 1 to 2 gem ready, and yeah, it's go time, man. Let me just find that 1 to 2 gem. And you know, I looked, and yeah, the gem I was thinking of was a 6-star gem. It was not a 7-star gem. So if you don't know what that means, it means my journey is not done. It is actually far from even beginning. So, yeah. Don't know how. I do not know how I made this mistake. I do not know. And this is me just staring at this screen. Because the realization that I had to explore 9.1 in a single day hit me. It hit me that I had to just go and finish the content that I said I wasn't ready for, because I was dumb and I didn't recognize that I was actually thinking of a 6-star gem this entire time. So I felt like an absolute fool, and yeah, this journey is far from being done, right? This is just the first part of this journey to rank 3 SHATHRA, and it probably will only be 2 parts, but that second part is gonna be a whole lot more demanding. It'll be so tough to get the exploration done for 9.1 because I am working with a very underdeveloped roster. My roster is very I guess top heavy, where it's just Hercules, Aegon, Juggernaut, then a bunch of rank 1 7-star champions. So it's not gonna be fun. It's not gonna be easy by any means. I have to use revives probably. But I can't just stop now because the opportunity to showcase a rank 3 SHATHRA is it's so close. It's not as close as I thought it was, obviously, right? I thought I just had it right here, but I still have to try. I still have to try to get that rank 3 SHATHRA, because that will be massive for this account as its first rank 3, but also just massive for the channel because that is a whole showcase of one of the newest champions in this game as a rank 3 7-star. You don't get that often. You don't get that ever, to be honest, right? So I have to take advantage of that. I have to get this character to rank 3, who I do really enjoy, by the way. I feel like she is honestly one of the coolest releases of the year, and she is a Summoner's Choice champion, so she has a lot of potential. Just being a Summoner's Choice champion already makes you interesting, I feel like. So yeah, let's just get this boss down, and then let's just see what we get as a little maybe motivation, right? If I pull something good, I'll be motivated to finish off 9.1. So yeah, it just has to be something decent from the 7-star crystal that we get. But yeah, here she drops CSP1, no big deal. Go back in, and yeah, we are doing this fight just fine. This fight is one of the easiest boss fights. Actually, it's a very interesting boss fight. It might not be like the hardest one out there, and oh, there's a little screen recording jump scare, but yeah, I guess I was just going a bit too aggressive in this fight, which yeah, sometimes I do that when like I am in the zone and I just want to like finish something. I just start to, I guess, put my finger too close to like the edge of the screen. But yeah, anyway, there's the boss fight done, and yeah, that's a little funny moment in this moment of gloom, this overall moment of gloom, where you have to realize that you have to do a lot more work than you expected to get something that you really do want. So yeah, there is 9.1 completed. There is our 4th tier 4 alpha, so we're running pretty high on those, man. We got a lot, and we have to take care of that, because I think I can only store 3 of them as a paragon. So yeah, I have to make some decisions ASAP, but I know what decision I'm making once this is all said and done anyway. But yeah, now it's time for, what crystals do we have? I think just the 7-star crystals, right? And some more tier 6 class catalyst crystals. Maybe I get like what? Like all mystic. It was not all mystic, but that's honestly pretty good though. But it just won't help me right now, since I now need 4 extra mystic tier 6 class catalyst. That is insane, man. Going from being there, man, just like being where you want it to be, to going down so much. Like 4 extra catalysts is pretty much like where I started on the journey. No, it's double that actually, because I started with 3 and now I'm doubling that to get to where I want to be. That is crazy. But yeah, maybe the 7-star crystal can be someone that will help me big time with exploration. This could be like a beacon of hope, right? It could be something that will just help me like get through 9.1 a whole lot faster, because I'm now committing to it. I have to get it done. And you know, maybe it'll be worth it, right? Maybe it's going to be something that's going to help me. So let's just see what we get here. I'd like Dust for her immunities. I would like any good cosmic character, because I feel like cosmic in my 7-star roster is the worst class, even though I have Hercules, who is pretty much an 8-star champion, so that is what it is. But just someone helpful, please, man. Like someone that can really help get me through 9.1. Like I guess Odin for the pre-fights, but let's see, the crystal's gonna stop, and the crystal's gonna stop on a 7-star version of Venom the Duck. And at this moment I was just like, do I even want to do this, man? Because this is just not looking well. This went from paradise to just like a nightmare in like a 5-minute span. That is insane. And now I am just like doubting if I even want to commit to this, but we'll see what happens, right? Yeah, let me know your thoughts on this journey to rank 3 SHATHRA that took a very wild turn. And yeah, that's about it for me.